Hey, what's up guys? Dan here again. Just been chilling out here in Florida. And in today's video, it's actually gonna be a really good one today. We're gonna talk about, should you try starting more than one business at the same time? So I think that this is something that so many people struggle with, and it's definitely something that I was struggling with when I first started with entrepreneurship. I was wondering, okay, I'm seeing people are making money online with Amazon FBA. I'm seeing people are making money with Shopify dropshipping. And I'm seeing people are making money with all of these different things online. So should I be trying to start all of them? That way I can maximize my chances of success. This is something that I struggle with so much when I was first starting in entrepreneurship. I know there's a lot of you out there that are struggling with the exact same thing. And so in this video, I'm gonna totally change your mindset, and I'm gonna get it into the right zone that you totally need to be in order to succeed and succeed fast, right? You know, I want you guys to understand that success can come much quicker than you think if you are willing to follow the right the right success principles. And so that's my whole point of my existence here. The whole point of me making videos on YouTube is for me to share what has worked for me in my entrepreneurial journey. So not too long ago, I actually read a book called The One Thing by Gary Keller. Now, if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you go pick up a copy, physical copy on Amazon or on Kindle, whatever works, right? The One Thing by Gary Keller. And so Gary Keller, he's actually the founder of Keller, the Keller brokerage. It's a huge real estate brokerage in the United States. And he wrote a book on single-mindedness and definiteness of purpose. Pretty much in the whole book, he goes in depth on why you should be focusing on a few things and you should be saying no to everything else. You know, one of the quotes that has completely changed my life and that has brought me to massive success in my life, I was able to become a millionaire at the age of 22, and that is insane, by the way. Obviously, it's crazy to even think about, but it's definitely possible. And then once you get there, you realize in hindsight that it wasn't that hard whatsoever. It just required some single-mindedness. And the one quote that really brought me on that path was a quote by Confucius. I'm sure you've heard it because I mentioned it a lot of times on my channel. And it goes along the lines of this: the one who chases two rabbits catches none. All right, the one who chases two rabbits catches none. And although when you're a beginner entrepreneur, you are so tempted, you know, trying to do all these things, you're so tempted, okay, let's try to do Amazon one day, right? So one day you would do Amazon, the next day you would try to do Shopify dropshipping, the next day you would try to do something else, right? Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, social media marketing, you're jumping between all these things. And eventually, what happens is you're putting effort into, for example, income stream A, Amazon one day, on Monday. Then you're putting effort into income stream B on Wednesday, right? So you worked on Amazon on Monday and Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, suddenly you decide to do Shopify because you think it's easier, because you listen to person A or B or C who told you to do it, right? And suddenly Wednesday, Thursday, you're doing Shopify. Friday, Saturday, you suddenly switch to a new, business opportunity. And months pass by, years pass by, you're still broke, and there's been zero progress. And it's a trap that I fell into at the beginning, which caused my success to delay for a little bit until I realized that I have to choose one thing. I have to choose the one thing that I'm going to focus on, I'm going to commit to mastering, and I'm going to become massively successful with it. I'm going to take a quote directly from Gary Keller right here from his book, The One Thing. Going small is ignoring all the things that you could do and doing the things that you should do. It's recognizing that not all things matter equally and recognizing the fact that some things matter more than others. You've got to find the things that matter more than everything else, or the one thing that matters more than everything else, in this case, the one thing. It's a tighter way to connect with what you want. It's realizing that extraordinary results are determined exactly by how narrow you can make your focus. All right, so I hope you see how powerful that is, and I hope you see that your success is determined by your commitment to one thing. Extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. So you must understand that it's time to start saying no to everything else other than, for example, Amazon FBA if you committed to doing Amazon FBA, or Shopify dropshipping if you committed to starting a massively profitable Shopify dropshipping business, right? I'm absolutely sure that this is something that you struggle with right now, wherever you are in your journey, especially if you're a beginner, because as a beginner entrepreneur, suddenly you have this newfound freedom in your life. You know, you're like, I can do anything, but in a world where you can do anything, what are the things that you should be doing, or what is the thing that you should be focusing on? You must learn to say no. You must choose what it is that is so important, that is going to be the 80-20. If you've heard of the Pareto principle, 20% of your work today is going to be responsible for 80% of your life in the future. So make that 20% starting a massively profitable Amazon FBA business, getting it to $10,000 a month. You know, if that's a goal that you set right now today, set a goal. I will be making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or whatever you want, right? You want to be ambitious. It also, you want it to be like a a semi-comfortable goal, like that is realistic, of course, but also optimistic. So I like to call it an optimistic, realistic goal. So, you know, you don't want to aim too low because then it's just, right, you're just undercutting your own achievement and potential. So if you chose Amazon FBA, you must also set a time limit. So for example, right now we're in February, and let's say you decided to make $10,000 a month by July 2019. All right, that's optimistic, yet it's realistic. So if you decided to do that, stop watching anything else other than Amazon FBA content. Stop watching anything else other than your Amazon FBA course, other than the Ecom Freedom course if you're in that, right? Do not start any other business. Do not listen to anyone else unless they're in the exact position where you want to be in your life. All right, and say no to everything else. Just commit to that one thing. Commit to mastering Amazon FBA. Commit to your product. Do not think that, okay, what about if I launch 5 products, Dan? What about if I launch 5 products at the same time? You know, let's say if a couple fail, wouldn't that mean that I will be successful at one of them? Right? Well, first of all, no one has the money to launch 5 products. I certainly didn't when I started. And second of all, life works this way, where if you chase 2 rabbits, you'll always catch none, unless the 2 rabbits are running in the same direction. So what I say is this: master Amazon, get your product in, focus on making that profitable. Do not give up. As we all know, if you don't give up, you'll never fail. If you don't give up, you'll never fail. So commit to that, and then once you've got a profitable product in there, it's making you $10,000 a month. You're finally, you know, you're buying a nicer car. You're let's say that you're going traveling. You're going on nicer vacations. Finally, you've got the freedom that you've always wanted from your job, from your 9-to-5 job that has enslaved you your whole entire life. Well, now, after you're successful, now you can go and start anything, whatever you want. You can start 10 businesses now because you've gotten that first success. That first success requires your ultimate focus. And guys, there is no such thing as a better business out there. Yeah, certainly there's a ton of opportunity with e-commerce today, right? And that's why I always tell everybody who watches my channel, you should be starting an Amazon FBA business. You should be starting a Shopify dropshipping business, but you should not be starting an Amazon business and a Shopify business at the same time when you've just found out about entrepreneurship a week ago, when you've just found out about online business like 3 days ago. You should not be trying to do everything, because nothing's gonna happen. And for those of you that just watch videos on YouTube endlessly, never take any action, never invest into any course, never just sit around. And tomorrow, you know, right now it's Friday, so on Monday, you're gonna just go back to that same job that you hate and that you constantly complain about. You must understand that right now, let's say you're making $2,000 a month. Okay, let's say you're making $2,000 a month. You wanna make $10,000 a month in the future, and you know, let's say next year. Well, if you don't take any action, your non-action taking, your laziness, and your mediocrity is costing you $8,000 a month. Every single month that you don't take any action. That's how I like to see it. So not only is it important to be single-minded and to stop chasing 2 rabbits, commit to one thing. As a young, successful 22-year-old entrepreneur, I can tell you that's probably one of the single greatest wealth and success principles that you must learn and you must embrace, and you must just dig into your head if you want to be successful. So anyway, guys, I hope this one finds you well. I hope you've learned a lot from this video, and I've just been constantly traveling. It's been amazing. Just, you know, I've been living the freedom lifestyle. I just uploaded an awesome Shopify video as well, and also getting Amazon videos rolling out too. So there's a ton of great stuff coming up. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Like the video, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. The links are somewhere here as well. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.